Welcome to 911.
Hi, good afternoon, ma'am. I'm here driving by Jeffries Road. I believe I found there is a dead body there.
It just would have been over. Don't think there's any sense of risking lives on what would now be a recovery effort.
There are rumors. These tactics are very well.
I'm sorry.
Which is why renegades.
It's too dangerous. I'm sorry.
The streets of Laredo, Texas buzzed with their usual energy on that hot September day in 2018. But unbeknownst to the unsuspecting community, a dark cloud was about to descend. An ominous presence loomed, ready to shatter the peace. A chill would soon cut through the warmth of the Texas sun, a harbinger of the terror that was to come. It began with the disappearance of 29-year-old Melissa Ramirez. She was last seen on September 3rd, her usual routines vanishing into the thick air. Little did anyone know a monster lurked in their midst, preying on the vulnerable. The shadows seemed to grow darker, more menacing. A serial killer was in their midst, and his hunting ground was the very streets they walked every day. The sense of safety was shattered, replaced by a pervasive fear. Melissa, known for her infectious laughter and compassionate spirit, was a beloved member of the community. Her presence brought joy to those around her. She had dreams, aspirations that would sadly never be realized. Her future, once bright and full of promise, was cruelly stolen. This vibrant life was brutally cut short, her body discarded on the side of a desolate road. The discovery was a grim reminder of the evil that had infiltrated their town. The news of her death sent shockwaves through the community. The realization that a killer was among them was a heavy burden to bear. Who could have committed such a heinous act, and why? The questions hung in the air, unanswered, as the community grappled with the horror of the situation. Melissa Ramirez was more than just a victim. She was a daughter, a friend, a soul brimming with life. She had dreams of a brighter future, aspirations she chased with unwavering determination. Her laughter was infectious, her spirit radiant, touching the lives of everyone she met. Melissa's kindness knew no bounds. She was a beacon of hope for many in her community. She dedicated her life to helping others, volunteering at local shelters and always lending a hand to those in need. But fate, it seemed, had a cruel twist in store for Melissa. Her life, filled with so much promise, was tragically cut short, leaving behind a void that could never be filled. The pain of her loss cut deep, leaving her family and friends grappling with the unimaginable. The fear in Laredo intensified with each passing day, casting a long shadow over the community.
Webb County 911.
Hey, I'm on Highway 255 and
Okay.
183, and I've got a female in the grass laying, and I don't know if she's unconscious, but she is breathing right now. But there is blood all over the grass. Okay, she's still breathing.
She's breathing, but they're...
Yeah, she's breathing, but she's got blood all over the grass over here. So y'all better send a paramedic and the police first.
On September 13th, the lifeless body of Claudine Luera, a 42-year-old mother of 5, was discovered, sending shockwaves through the town. The location was eerily similar to where Melissa was found, another desolate road on the outskirts of town, adding to the growing sense of unease. A chilling pattern was emerging and the community held its breath, united in fear and uncertainty, unsure of what might happen next. The authorities, initially hesitant to link the two murders, could no longer ignore the striking similarities between the cases. The victims, both young women, were last seen in areas known for drug activity, raising questions about the possible connections. Whispers of a serial predator stalking the streets of Laredo spread like wildfire, fueling the community's anxiety. The media descended upon the town, their cameras capturing the fear etched on the faces of its residents, amplifying the sense of panic. The once peaceful streets were now patrolled by police cars, their sirens a constant reminder of the danger lurking in the shadows, a stark contrast to the town's former tranquility. The investigation continued, but the killer remained elusive, disappearing into the night like a phantom, leaving no trace behind. Then, on September 14th, a glimmer of hope emerged from the darkness, a beacon of light in the seemingly endless night. Erica Pena, a young woman who had been reported missing, stumbled into a gas station, her clothes torn, her eyes wide with terror and her body trembling with fear. She had escaped the clutches of the very monster who had claimed the lives of Melissa and Claudine, narrowly avoiding becoming another tragic statistic. Her story sent chills down the spines of seasoned investigators who had never encountered such a harrowing tale of survival. Erica had been picked up by a man she vaguely knew as David, a seemingly kind stranger who turned out to be a predator. He had offered her a ride, a seemingly harmless gesture that quickly transformed into a nightmare as he drove her to a remote location. He brandished a gun and threatened her life, making her fear for her very existence in that desolate place. But amidst the terror, Erica's survival instincts kicked in, giving her the strength to fight back. She fought back with a ferocity that caught her attacker off guard, managing to escape his grasp and run for her life, her heart pounding with adrenaline.
Ponte aquí nomás, deja hablarle. Ok, nomás ponte de este lado, please. Es que tengo que agarrar algo de ahí. Ponte aquí nomás real quick. Ahorita te ayudo. Just tranquila. Ponte aquí, mira. Let me just get something from you.
No me vaya a ver.
No, no lo voy a ver, no lo estoy viendo.
Me asusté bastante.
¿Y dónde está el muchacho?
Trae una troca blanca.
¿Ya se fue?
Sí. Ay, me asusté bastante, sir. Sir.
Okay, just hold on, okay?
Tengo miedo, me puedo sentar ahí, sir.
Espérate. Oye, entonces, nomás tengo que saber algo. Entonces, ¿tú te subiste a la troca de un muchacho?
Yo me subí, sí. Él ofreció comprarme cigarros y compró unas beers. Y dijo, ¿vas a dar la vuelta conmigo? Y yo le dije que sí, sir. Nomás que yo nunca me voy lejos, so I noticed de que él estaba manejando muy para acá. Y le dije...
¿Y dónde estaba el muchacho? ¿Este
se
ahí?
parqueó ahí.
¿Ahí donde está la troca es esta y el carro?
Allá, está el trailer. Ay, sir, me quiero sentar.
So, cuando yo estaba aquí, ¿estabas adentro de la troca?
Sí, me vine corriendo, me sacó la pistola y me quería subir y yo empecé a gritar, help me, help me.
So, cuando te bajaste de la troca, ¿gritaste?
Sí, sir.
Ok. ¿Y no te acuerdas?
Hay una Dodge blanca, vive por aquí.
¿Sabes dónde vive?
Sí, sí, si me llevo ahorita más o menos sí puedo dar, sir.
¿Y por qué te subiste con él? ¿No? ¿Porque ibas a ir a...?
Porque me dijo que si quería unos cigarros.
Ajá.
Y yo le dije que sí y él nomás me dijo, ven a dar la vuelta conmigo un rato y te llevo.
¿Esa Dodge Ram que está aquí no es esa?
A ver, sí. No.
¿Esa no es?
Yo traía una pistola, nomás que...
Are you sure he's not maybe standing around? Maybe a lo mejor está a la vuelta.
Una troca blanca, sir. Mire, y luego I started getting very sick, sir.
Ajá.
I started getting very sick. Y le digo yo a él, maybe it's because I haven't eaten all day.
Yeah.
Y dijo, do you want a burger? Y le digo yo quería que él manejara para allá por la San Bernardo.
Ajá.
Y le digo yo, sí, pero dale para allá por mi barrio. Dijo, I'm gonna stop real aquí. They saw these really good burgers.
So you know who he is?
His name is David.
You only know him as David, or?
Yeah. Ay, sir, me da miedo, sir.
Just relax.
Miedo.
Ahí va, don't worry. So, ¿por qué no cuando viniste, por qué no me dijiste se acaba de ir un muchacho o algo?
No, porque vengo corriendo desde allá.
So, él estaba en la calle.
Él estaba en la troca,
Pero,
manejando.
sí, no, yo sé, pero ¿dónde estaba la troca? ¿En la calle o aquí en el parking lot?
En la calle.
Ah, ok.
En la calle, sir. Y yo le dije, el señor tiene una blusa. Y luego el señor dice, allá está la policía, ve. So I'm very scared.
Don't worry, you're.
I'm afraid, sir.
So, ¿conoce tu familia o qué?
Pues sabe dónde vivo.
And how does he? So you knew this guy before?
Yes, mire, el vato anda en la Zambe
Ajá.
y varias veces me ha levantado,
Ajá.
¿verdad? Y me ha dado dinero, nomás que yo no lo había visto. Él
Okay.
trae una troca blanca, yo no lo había visto y hace ratito lo vi.
Okay.
Y él me dijo, ¿quieres unos cigarros y una beer? Acompáñame a dar la vuelta. Pero él empezó a manejar para acá y para acá y yo no me dio miedo. Yo le dije que yo no vengo hasta acá. So, he knew that I wanted to get off. Y él me dice, déjame llevarte aquí para comprarte un lunch y te llevo para atrás y te dejo.
Ajá.
And, me dice, déjame comprarte un lonche y luego te llevo para atrás. He said she's closer.
Okay.
El
Well,
vato trae una Dodge blanca.
but don't worry. Ahorita,
We started talking about las muchachas que acaban de fallecer.
las que las bombearon allá.
Melissa y la otra. I got very weird.
Okay.
Section 5. The Killer in the Shadows. Erica's harrowing escape provided the crucial break in the case. She led investigators to the man she knew as David, a name that would soon send shockwaves through the community. His real name was Juan David Ortiz, a 35-year-old intelligence supervisor for the U.S. Border Patrol. He was a familiar face, a man entrusted with protecting the very people he was terrorizing. Ortiz had been living a double life, his outward facade of respectability masking a dark and twisted psyche. Behind the badge and the uniform lurked a predator, driven by a thirst for power and control. His victims, often marginalized women struggling with addiction, were seen as easy targets, their disappearances unlikely to raise alarm bells. Section 6. A desperate search. The revelation of Ortiz's identity sent a collective gasp through Laredo. The man who had sworn to protect and serve was now the one they were hunting. A sense of urgency gripped the investigation. Authorities fanned out across the city, determined to apprehend Ortiz before he could claim another victim. Time was of the essence, every passing moment potentially costing another innocent life. The pressure mounted as the manhunt intensified. News crews camped out in front of the police station, their cameras capturing the grim faces of officers coming and going. The community, united in fear and anger, watched with bated breath, hoping for a swift resolution to the nightmare that had gripped their city. Section 7. Captured at last. The manhunt for Juan David Ortiz reached a fever pitch on September 15, 2018. Acting on a tip, law enforcement officers cornered Ortiz at a gas station just outside of Laredo.
Turn around! Turn around!
Stop right there. Stop. Stop. Is this your truck? Is this your truck? Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna explain to you. Okay, Bradshaw, I'm gonna do the talking. All right, sir, we got a positive ID with this truck right here is matching with the potential, with the murders that's been happening within the past 2 weeks. We wanna do an interview, we wanna do some questioning. We just need for you to cooperate with us, okay? All right, fine. Make my way, just turn around and make my way this way, okay? Turn around. Just turn around. Turn around, please. Turn around. Hey! Relax. on. Let's toughen things. I got it. I got it. Bro. Got it. Give me hand. Is this the subject we're looking at? Yes, it is. Fold your hand. Relax.
The fugitive, who had evaded capture for days, was finally apprehended, his reign of terror brought to an abrupt end. The news of his arrest spread like wildfire, offering a collective sigh of relief to the terrified community. Ortiz, captured without incident, was taken into custody, his face betraying no emotion. The man who had instilled fear in the hearts of so many was now behind bars, his reign of terror finally over.
There's chicks down there really bad. Even though she's not wearing clothes, she really didn't do anything more. Just get my drug.
So, take the city, exit at the 18, go up to repeat this.
And then after that, fucking shit. Do the fucking counter DPS. Be on the lookout.
Keep going at 255.
Fucking shit. There's another one over there.
So I go all the way to 255, I mean to 35, I go south. ¿Cómo se llama? Yo pensé que me había salido en
And I thought I had exited at the 18 mark, but I got off at another exit.
In the aftermath of Ortiz's arrest, the investigation took a gruesome turn. Confronted with overwhelming evidence, Ortiz confessed to the murders of Melissa Ramirez, Claudine Luera, Griselda Cantu, and Janelle Ortiz. His chilling confession provided a glimpse into the mind of a serial killer, his words sending shivers down the spines of seasoned investigators. Ortiz described his crimes in detail, revealing a cold and calculated brutality that shocked even the most hardened law enforcement officials. He had preyed on vulnerable women, luring them into his vehicle with promises of help before driving them to desolate locations where he carried out his heinous acts. His motive, he claimed, was to clean up the streets, a twisted justification for his reign of terror. The trial of Juan David Ortiz was a somber affair, a community still reeling from the impact of his crimes. Prosecutors presented a mountain of evidence against Ortiz, including DNA evidence, ballistic reports, and his own chilling confession. The defense, faced with an insurmountable case, focused on sparing Ortiz the death penalty. After weeks of testimony and emotional pleas from the victims' families, the jury reached a verdict. On June 28, 2023, Juan David Ortiz was found guilty on all counts, including capital murder. A bittersweet moment of justice for the families who had endured unimaginable pain. The trial may be over, but the healing process for Laredo is far from complete. The shadow of Juan David Ortiz's crimes continues to loom large, a constant reminder of the vulnerability that exists even in the most familiar of places. The community, once known for its warmth and hospitality, now grapples with a sense of unease, the scars of betrayal etched deep within its psyche. The victims' families, forever bound by tragedy, continue to navigate their grief, their lives irrevocably altered by the loss of their loved ones. They find solace in their shared pain, their strength and resilience a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit. The community, too, has shown remarkable resilience, coming together to support the families and honor the memory of those lost. While the conviction of Juan David Ortiz brought a sense of closure, it also left behind a lingering sense of unease. Questions remain about how a man entrusted with protecting others could perpetrate such horrific acts. The investigation into Ortiz's past revealed a history of troubling behavior, raising concerns about whether his crimes could have been prevented. The case of Juan David Ortiz serves as a chilling reminder of the darkness that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most seemingly ordinary individual, and it leaves us grappling with the uncomfortable truth that monsters can wear many faces, even the face of those sworn to protect us.